Hello everyone, it is Stephen and Andrea from Pin in the Atlas. Today we have a very special surprise. We are on a hunt with Wonderhussy, and we have found quite a doozy. That is just impressive. Cannot wait to get inside there. So what is this place?
Well, we are at Belmont Mill, which is an old silver mining town. Silver was discovered here in the late 1860s, and then a town formed, and the mill was built in 1925, and it's one of the only mills, I believe, that is pretty much intact. Let's explore.
There's Sarah down there. See the mill in the background? And this building here. The walls are all collapsed, ceiling's gone. You can see a lot underneath. I think here's part of you see how they put these together? Two little notches and drive a pin down through the middle. We'll peek underneath here. You see just up on that 4x4, there's insulators running along here. So they had electricity. It's a pretty large building. So don't know what that could have been. Some windows here, the window frames.
I'm wondering whether or not this was the boarding house.
Yeah, that's...
Looking at the size of it.
Yeah, because of the size. And they had electricity.
Yes.
And then there's water pipe right here.
So I think possibly this is the boarding house.
And then some little metal buildings next to it. This one's coming down. Again, cardboard insulation. Ooh, we'll take a look at that in a minute. We'll see this one first. Oh, look at the ceilings came in.
Old tin can. So silver was actually discovered here, as I said, back in the 1860s, and it was meant to be the purest silver. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out that way.
Oh. Kind of like in Surbat, where they had some of the richest gold ore, but it was only in very, very small section. Now, we'll go see what this is. That's an entrance to the mine. Dynamite storage?
Maybe, or maybe just a cool storage.
There are ants everywhere.
I would say this is a cool storage. There's lots of bits of flagon broken.
And lots of milk jugs, those are more modern.
There's lots of bits and pieces on the shelf.
Yeah, look at that. They had screened.
That's what makes me think it could be for food.
That's really cool. The screen is still completely intact. Then they reinforced it with metal. That's a beautiful shot right there. Nice tree. Andrea suspects that this would have been the superintendent's house. So we'll get a better feel of it when we get inside. Look at the siding. And paint flecks coming off of it now. That looks really cool.
I think this was the kitchen. You've got pipes.
And that pipe vent going out the underneath the window.
And then shelving in the corner.
Oh, like a little pantry.
Uh-huh.
Electrical socket down there in the corner. Look at the baseboards too. Oh, this is... Look how the doors, look how out of square they are now.
There's a chimney in the middle.
Oh wow. That seems a little out of place.
This looks like it could have been an indoor bathroom. With a shower, you've got the two pipes here.
Yep, because that's the shower pan, that square piece.
And a basin over to the left.
Yep, still got water pipes.
And you can see where the back of the toilet used to be, where they've painted round it.
Right, there's still a piece hanging on the wall. Nice big window.
So this must have been kind of like the living area. And this in here would have been the bedroom. You've got a mattress, old mattress there.
Yeah, there's a few in here. That's a big room.
Kind of seems out of place having such a large bedroom. What are those things on top of the...
Those are insulators for the electrical wiring. Tons of them. Here's the building we were just in. We'll check out this one. Smaller scale. Not sure if we're going to be able to get inside because the floor is in really rough shape. It's bowing in every single direction. So I think we'll just film from the outside of here. Then again, you get a good idea of their building techniques. And you can actually see there by that vent pipe, all the trusses right in that area are burned. That's incredible. At least the whole structure didn't go, because like we've documented, most of these ghost towns that we go to, a lot of them are completely decimated by fire. Because they're built out of wood, around in forest areas sometimes, so fires can just go non-stop. So it's good to see a lot of this is still standing. The moment you've all been waiting for. Going into the mill.
This is really impressive.
This is amazing. We always just see the ruins of these places, so to see one still this intact really is amazing.
And we're at about, I think, 7,000 feet.
The metal gear just bent. Look at the size of some of these timbers. It's huge.
Start at the bottom and work up.
I think so. We'll see how far up we can get. There's some of these pipes. There's Sarah?
What do you think, Sarah? Pretty impressive, eh?
Cool. This is really neat. Really a cool building. It's in amazing condition, you know?
Yeah. Have you gone up the stairs at all?
No, I was just about to. Funny you should ask. Let's see what's up here.
Look at that. Oh, all the woodwork. Look at the bolts and everything in the...
Oh, I had a second floor in pretty good shape too.
Very incredible. And I'm probably going to be saying that word over and over and over again. And everywhere I look, there's going to be just, I might miss some things as well. We'll try to capture everything possible.
Oh, I've got all excited. There's some rail carts over there.
Some more car tracks, all right. Oh, a very small section. It's still intact there. There's machinery.
This is really cool.
So it looks like the ore would be
The ore would come down the chute.
down the chute onto these tracks.
And you'll be able to hear Sarah in the background doing her video.
And then from here, I'm not too sure where this, so here's the chute. So possibly they would have the,
An ore bin here,
yeah, the ore carts comes through here.
and then go out on the rails.
Look at this. Everybody's favorite canned meat. Now we will go upstairs, explore the next level.
Even the stairs are in good condition.
Yeah, they still feel very solid.
The floor's all going down.
So we'll start over here on the right. So the workings keep going up. So this is the ore would come down here. This is the chute. Continuing down through the floor. And there's a better shot of that machinery.
Just be really careful of this floorboard. This one.
Okay. And then more this way.
And what is so nice also is there's no trash anywhere, rubbish, and no graffiti. Here's Sarah doing her video.
A 55-gallon drum. Another big piece of equipment over there. Looks like it's got a part on the side for the slurry to go down. And here, this wheel, this piece of machinery, the belt, is still intact. Ready to go to work. There is much more to explore. So just do a quick overview of everything that's in this room. And the more I look around, the more that I'm finding. Like directly above us, those look like really recently done 2x6 and some particle board. So we're trying to keep this place intact for people to come and visit. And the machinery in the ceiling still. I mean, there's little pulleys that belts would run off of, and pipes running every direction. Just the woodwork, the catwalks. It's like sensory overload. So back on that side, that's the ramp where the ore would come down onto the machinery over there. And this is that piece of machinery. Want to get a better view at it. Like I said, the floor is sloping pretty good over here. So I'll just film it from over on this side where it's relatively safe. And we'll go out and explore the next level. Before we continue upstairs, come outside, get everything out around on this level. The size of the wheel up here.
That is huge.
These things are just very cool to see where they were intended to be, because like I said earlier, most of the time when we come across these artifacts, they're laying in the middle of a wash, or they're busted up, just laying out in the sand because there's nothing left at the mill site, except for maybe the concrete foundations. So
Now, the tramway was generated by steam, so I'm wondering whether or not this was maybe a steam area.
steam room.
The steam room.
That's a good possibility right next to the mill, where everything's powered. And here's the ore cart tracks. Little workshop. And it continued out. That's the like the dump, ore dump.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
They've put in a walkway for us to go up to the next level. So where do we get in? Look at all of this. So this is part of the tram. As you can see, the big spool of wire down here. You can hear the metal flapping in the breeze. And wow, look at this. An ore bin. Still filled with material. I don't know if they've put that in there or if it's left over, but that is the chain on there. And it's got the secondary wire spool coming down. The bolts the size of the lumber. How many loads do you think that bucket's seen?
Who knows? And this is gravity fed as well. And the main aerial is 9,000 feet. And it travels, I think it's 1.8 miles to the mine, which is further up in the canyon.
Wow. Take a look in this little room. Oh, look at these barrels. Look how they're riveted all the way around.
It's amazing there's so much machinery left intact. It's great.
That, I know, that's... Don't get to see this very often, so this is very special.
I read that this is the most intact mill there is, at least in Nevada.
I would say so. So much of this stuff is still in here. You can see, I don't know if you can quite see, it's too dark, but there's a blade in there. So there would be some type of a slurry mixed around in this container. You can see the wheel. This was driven with a belt. Where to? Somewhere probably out over that direction. Found another little room in the back here. You can see on the ground there, that's a fire hose. And then all the timbering. There's a few little bits, metal bits, right in here. This looks like a type of a turbine, perhaps. And that big metal piece over there. It's got a little catwalk. So curious to know what this room would have been, what they did in here. Climbed up higher. You can see the track going down into the distance. Another building out over there. The metal roof really pounding. Just like my heartbeat.
Yeah, it's a bit sketchy.
Yeah, and I am not a huge fan of heights. It's making me a little nervous. But can't miss out on the chance to explore this. How are those steps?
Just mind that first step. These steps are okay. And it's a bit blowy up here. They've put a new piece of board down.
Oh, wow.
We'll be okay if we stay on the joists.
Yep, stay on the joists and to the side. That is incredible looking.
And you think this was built in 1925. The feat of bringing all of this timber and mechanics up here and then putting it all together up here.
And the engineering is quite amazing.
Just mind those floorboards. It still has all the wire that used to pull the wool carts down.
That is really cool.
So Stephen's passed the camera to me because his fear of heights has kicked in. So I'm going to continue up here slowly, balancing on the joists where the nails are, strongest part of the floor. But look at all of this machinery and where the carts used to be pulled in. I'm a bit slow because I'm watching where I tread, because if I fall, that's how far I'm going to fall. You can see the tram right up over the mountain. That goes for 1.8 miles. And this is at a height of 900 feet. So the rest of the main workings. And Stephen's over there with his knees buckled. So let's join him. And the wind's picked up.
Of course, our dear old friend, the wind.
She's getting right in there.
That metal thing that Ralph made her. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at the cars.
We're listening to your explanation of stuff too.
I'm just trying to figure out, well, I figured out what that one there was. Now I'm on to number 2.
Oh, and these, we'll get a good up view of some of the suspension components. Nice springs here. That's what the bottom of your transmission looks like. We've found some vehicles. There's something very curious about all of them. They're upside down. Why is that? Here, an up close look. This was a wagon. It's a different perspective, isn't it? See, there's one over there. Some barrels. Then another here. We think these are the miners' cabins. They haven't done too well. This one here looks like it could have been possibly a little tool shed. Something of that nature. But as you can see, the earth behind it is trying to take it down. Look at that view. This would have been a nice porch to sit on after a hard day's work. Nice beverage. And soak in the scenery.
So again, this would be another old miner's cabin.
It's up on cinder blocks. Coffee tin.
Coffee tin. Max Packs coffee tin.
Max Packs.
Oh, there's an
We
old
got a-
cooker.
That's a neat one.
See if there's anything inside.
Oh, old mattress frame, bed frame there.
It's remarkably clean and free from any nests.
Yeah, considering where it's at, it's in really good condition. Is there anything up there?
No. Back down here in the car. No, well, I thought you guys might have gone up to look for that ore cart, but I hiked up part way and I thought, there's no way you guys would hike that far. And I don't think there's anything up there.
Yeah, just the tram.
I think that ore cart they were talking about was that wooden bin that was full of rocks up
Right, up in there?
That was
Yeah, we
pretty
saw
cool.
that. That was huge.
Yes, and I don't know. It looked like people had been in there like reinforcing stuff fairly recently.
Yeah,
So apparently this is a very well cared for site.
it looks like it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to poke around. Did you like this mill, Andrea?
Oh,
That was pretty cool, huh?
it was. Bit hair raising getting up to the top though.
Yes, definitely a bit.
I had to leave.
All right, everyone, that's going to wrap up this video. We hope you enjoyed this explore.
Get out there, go and explore, and put another pin in the atlas.
And we will see you on our next adventure.
Bye.